God, I hate 7 o'clock flights in the morning. I'm not a morning person. It's very quiet at this time of morning. It's class. Oh, pretty cool.
Perfect. This is the first time I've properly started filming myself running around the airport. My God, it's embarrassing. And then the hardest thing to do when you're flying is actually to play golf or landing. Honestly, I've never hit a good golf ball landing. Might be something to do with my swing being shit, but you know. See you all guys on the side.
It's Orlando time. We're off to the PGA Show. Right, we finally got here. We're in the car to meet Jasper. We're going to be going to some Mexican place, I believe. PGA Show tomorrow.
There he is! Hey!
For David.
Yeah,
David.
We're on our way to the PGA Show.
Yeah.
In terms of content creation and for us, in terms of podcast and editorial stuff, what do you think of the PGA Show?
I think maybe just golf-wise, there's like a massive emphasis put on equipment.
Yeah.
And that's a massive part of the PGA Show.
Well, that's what it originally was, right? So for people that don't know, the PGA Show is the biggest conference in the world for golf. And it was a way for all the pros to be able to go somewhere and buy the latest equipment, test it out and buy the latest equipment for their shop.
So now it's evolved to basically the world of golf arrives in Orlando for a week, and it could be equipment, it could be travel, it could be destination golf, clothing, shoes, like anything and everything to do with golf.
To pitch a space though is very expensive, so it's normally only the manufacturers or that still pitch a space. I know a few of the manufacturers have left, stopped going because they do everything online through their networks. But
the interesting thing for me is that there's still an interest. There's one fella who invented something that cleans grooves better than ever, like the grooves have ever been cleaned before, and you can tell that he's come here to this show and got one little table like between Titleist and PXG or whatever it might be. And this is his chance.
Yeah, no,
and you still love to see
a towel guy who it only takes one brush of the ball and it's clean.
Yeah, you always find some interesting things, but
it's quite funny.
And I think that's maybe the other thing too, is that it's a great networking event. It's not necessarily because we need to stock pro shops. That's not why we're here. So last year I was at the hotel, we had just had breakfast, and I went to the gents, and who pulled up beside me then none other than Tom Watson. I was going to shake his hand, but I thought it wasn't appropriate at the time.
You hadn't washed your hands yet?
Can I have they don't do flat whites, do they?
Flat white? We do flat white. You want a large or a small?
Can I get a double shot in a small cup?
Anything class?
Nothing persimmon wise. So these are like the hardest thing to hit.
So my dad has a 6-wood of this.
Oh man. Because I mean that's what they were hitting before. Actually,
Jasper, there's a half set. You can fill out your set.
yeah, exactly. 4 to 6, 8.
Oh my god, yeah, we will buy stuff. I don't think you understand, we are complete golf perverts.
This would solidify that
Come
claim.
to the right place.
Do you know what we should do? Should we get Matt a wee bills?
Yeah.
Are these for sale? Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll start off with one of those. A couple of these. Look at these bad boys. That one's naked.
There's some naked ones in there. Yeah, this is what I wanted when I was. This was
So
like,
naked, pink, or black.
What is it? AVDP. This was like the coolest one.
Oh yeah? You've got my very close to my putter. Not quite. Circa 2.
Say with top100.com.
Yeah, top100golfcourses.com. You're looking us up. Yeah, have a check. We rate golf courses. We've got a big following. We've got about 800,000 people visit our website every month. All golf perverts.
We found James' new driver.
That thing's an absolute beauty. Have you ever hit one?
No. Were you guaranteed?
To a shank.
No, guaranteed 400 yards for your money back.
Yeah, so Jasper, come look at this. I found what we need to get you.
Okay.
They'll slip off instantly in your cups. There's a thing of the iron covers.
Oh, perfect. That'll do. Right, we need a matching set.
The classiest head cover in the game. Mm-hmm. Just a blank fur.
Who needs your top 100 golf courses head covers?
Definitely. Tiger Woods. Buick.
That's a classic.
That is pretty cool.
How do I get that home?
I know. I mean, that is a cool bag actually.
How much is it?
$299.
Yeah, okay. That's...
Cody.
Cody?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This was such a good stop.
Right, so genuinely the most random experience of my life. It's taken until now to like try to process. So we pull up, we use golf club store is what we're after.
Okay.
Would have found like a Scotty for 100 quid, you know?
Yeah.
That's that kind of stuff.
So we pull up and no word of a lie, there's like a circus tent.
In front of the golf store, alongside it?
Right beside it, because it's a random place.
Okay.
But there's a gun and pawn shop, barber shop,
Okay.
the most random golf shop you've ever seen. And then
I
if you
bought
go
your
at the
presents,
back,
don't worry.
there was live alligators, there was Russian trapeze artists, there was a flying circus
In
school.
the carnival?
In the building that
In
the
the-
golf shop was in.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It was like a flea market.
unbelievable. Best bit was I said, do you have a toilet I could use? And he says, oh yeah, no. So he said, this one's really dirty, don't use that one. He said, go to the back. And I went to the back and it looked like there had been a bird like slaughtered in the sink. I'm like, well, if that's the clean one, then good thing I didn't go to the dirty ones.
So
what you're
this
saying,
guy, this little Russian dude, it'll be on video, it's on video, this little Russian dude, who Jasper started speaking a little bit of Russian to him because of his time there. And he was like, I was with Cirque du Soleil. You have to have a discipline. And then he points to the guy and goes, do it. Now, ball. Okay. And he gets one of his circus performers to start performing for us above alligators.
I mean, yeah, we know we did find some cool stuff. James got us a few gifts actually.
I got us all gifts. That was hilarious, garbage, but in the best way possible. I actually got you quite a cool gift. It was really stupid, but your one's meaningful. Your one's just a real slight at you.
They usually are.
They have guided tours out. Yeah.
There's a bit of wind today. This will be different than yesterday.
Oh my god, it is windy.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Not bad.
Nice to be home, Jasper.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice to be back.
We're back.
I do love this place. It's
This is
so
the
cool.
winter house.
There's something about this place for a Scotsman that's really interesting. It's so unique to us to have all these new modern age architects in one place. Because it's industrial, they've been able to do whatever they want. Like, you can move any sand you want, it's just make sure it's sharp lines.
This is where your flag collection started, James.
Yeah, and the world's most expensive flag. I've been to some serious golf courses, I mean serious, since coming here, and bought flags for half the price. Flags here are not cheap, but they're also the biggest flags. It's a bit of a windy day, but we're here at Streamsong Red, and we've played that first 4-hole loop. I think the 5th hole is probably the closest to the clubhouse until we get back out onto 18. But what are you thinking?
Water features 3 of the first 4 holes. You got it left on 1. Definitely comes into play on 2.
Oh, 2's very important.
3 is an awkward shot. You have to cut the ball around the corner. And 4 is like just a brilliant lion's mouth short 4. You can...
Really cool hole.
Yeah, we played
Really
it 3
cool hole.
different ways. You almost drove the green. I laid up. Cody was somewhere in between.
And you won hole. Sometimes sensible pays off, right?
Yeah, and this is my first time out here, and I will say, like, I did not expect the water. Being able to kind of like give your bailout spots and put them down from chips to the green. I think there's a lot there to unpack. Very, very cool.
All right. Day 2. Dunes, Jekyll Island. Lots more driving. So it'll be interesting to see. Old school Walter Travis side. I'm excited to see this place. So let's see how it is.
Get on the island, you have to pay tenner. Flat white would be awesome and super strong. Enjoy the rest of your day. That's the stuff that's like really good setters for a video.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Me coming in and capturing me being an idiot. Never. What?
One of them's one of them's
Exploded.
yeah. Jekyll Island. Here we are. 3 courses. I don't know the other ones, but Walter Travis, known for his greens, so I've heard, and Charles Allison. Imagine that.
Yeah, wild pairing.
Yeah.
And you're right in saying, is it Walter Travis's last golf course?
Walter Travis's last golf courses. And for the people in the know, Travis has got a reputation for building the best green sites. In the architectural community, he's revered for what he's done. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I know Brian Schneider's a massive Walter Travis fan, does a lot of work on his courses. And if someone like that highly regards original green sites, then yeah, we're in for a good day, I think.
All the holes are out there.
Yep.
So you don't come back for the turn. At 8 is the Travis turn house.
We seen it on the way in.
Stop in and have a hot dog.
Okay?
Cool.
All right.
Oh, look at this.
So lads, what are you thinking so far? I think we're just...
It's exceeded expectations for me. I always kind of heard good things about it, but just being here and seeing how good it actually is in person makes me want to come back to Jackal Island.
It's pretty damn flat, but he's done a good job of like taking on this terrain. You can see all the sand wastelands and everything. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely still growing in a bit, and probably will be for a while, but it's pretty cool.
It's young.
It definitely, like you said, it has a little bit of that feeling of Seminole, from the sense that there's like a dune ridge running up and down the end of the property by the sea, and they've worked with that dune ridge probably as much as they could to, and that's one of the main features. So they're going to use that feature. That's kind of like Seminole, right? There's not many features.
Yeah.
So they just used those features to do as much as they could with it.
It's hard to make courses interesting down this way because the land is so flat, but in this particular spot they found some really interesting dunes to build off, right?
Is this the course for Bag of Vans?
One of the main locations, yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah, no.
That is cool. It's one of my favorite films.
It's
Yeah.
good.
One of my favorite, but the book is so much better.
That's got to
so
be
much
Will
better.
Smith's best film, right?
It's not.
To make the movie.
Yeah, with the ridge that runs on it.
tunnel
and the
goes through
tunnel.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Apparently,
Really cool hole.
one of the board members wanted to have a feature,
Okay.
so they built that mound and dug a tunnel through it.
That is cool.
It
There's your
didn't
future.
exist here before.
He's filming.
They haven't had a hole in one yet.
Still no. Today's the day. Today's the day.
Right, let's get it going, boys. It's like, come on.
Oh, James.
Not bad.
Yes.
You're just going a bit.
Yeah.
Capture the camera, I'm being a tit.
Everything left.
Come on.
give you a wear spot on your hobble?
I've already put one there.
Jasper, first time here. What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's spectacular. As much as I had read and watched the flyovers and all those different types of things, it's so much more expansive than I thought it was going to be.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Scale's massive, but it still feels intimate. You can go some places on these big new courses, and it's wide and expansive, and it feels like you're drowning in space. But it still feels quite intimate, although the property is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really interesting golf course. The other thing I think I walked away with from Barnwell, so expecting to be like, the way people spoke about it was that it was going to be like this kind of eye-opening revelation of like golf in a way that you've never seen before. And I don't think it's that. It's just really well done, and I think a lot of the features are just Victorian style features used in a very strategic way.
Yeah.
Which maybe that we're a little bit more used to seeing. Maybe it's something new for the US.
Very representative of something great from the like of Sunningdale and the Surrey Sandbelt.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can see, I mean, we talked about it a little bit too, the green sites. Some of them have literally not been touched, and they're flat, at grade, running away from you. Really interesting to play.
Don't film this bit because I'm just about to play my shot from the woods. No idea.
In the halfway house, you hit at 9, and then on 12.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, so you can get double doses. You can double fist your cheeses.
Yeah, the last thing I need. But yeah, the hype was huge to come to Old Barnwell and to see it. And it was pitched as something new and exciting and revolutionary. And it's different, it's very different.
Yeah.
But as well, it's just the classics done really, really, really well.
Every great trip definitely has a rush to an airport, and that definitely happened for us. God, I'm tired. Right back from the amazing Georgia after playing South Carolina, that Sandbelt area with Old Barnwell is just so fantastic. Anyway, so my bags haven't made it, but I have, so we'll see what happens the next couple of days when things turn up. But I wanted to just say to everyone, thank you very much for watching the video. We've planned to do more of this stuff where we discuss and talk and understand and explain our process behind the scenes when we do these trips, or when we talk, when we go rating. We want more people to understand how those things work. So please like, subscribe, and share everything we're doing, because it'll make a big difference and help us. We're just trying to, our main goal isn't to make money. Well, it'd be nice to make money. Our main goal isn't that. Our main goal is to educate people on the world of golf course architecture and educate people on these unbelievable golf courses, because the more we see, the more you know, the more we can build a better website. All right. Peace.